This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, brought to you via YouTube. And it would be fabulous if you subscribed to our YouTube page, with the promise in the future that at different times we'll have subjects that are only available to those who subscribe. So please, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's easy. Click the subscribe button. And at the same time, click the like button too. Phuket's respite from face masks was short-lived. Friday saw the redaction of a statement made by local government that said that masks wouldn't be needed in public, meaning that still in any part of Thailand, the wearing of masks remains compulsory. Following chaos and delays at Bangkok's main airport over the weekend and long queues for Thai Airways desks, the airport authority has ordered airlines to employ more staff and ensure that delays are not recurrent. Following cutbacks during the COVID era, as in many Western countries, ground crews have suddenly found themselves to be undermanned and overwhelmed by the number of people taking flights again. No monkeypox in Thailand, according to the health department, who've been monitoring half a dozen people of concern. Medical tests showed them to be clear despite the slight chance that they'd been in contact with a person or persons passing through the country's airport and subsequently showing symptoms once back in their own country. A Chiang Rai female working on a construction site has been arrested this weekend as part of an ongoing investigation after reports of millions flowing through her bank account. It seems that she and others had accepted a few thousand baht from people she met online in return for her opening a new bank account and passing those details to her benefactors. They then used her account, amongst others, to receive over 6 billion baht from the sad and lonely who fell in love with fake profiles online. The lady, sadly, wasn't able to give much in the way of information in her statement. Safe to say that she'd never seen the money herself and had had nothing more to do with the account. It seems that most of the money was transferred to accounts in multiple foreign countries. Queues for ferries for Koh Chang and Koh Kood were extremely long yesterday and early this morning after a bumper weekend for the islands. The 3-day holiday was a bonus for previously quiet businesses, but the queues for the ferries, we're told, saw many waiting for several hours to get even close to the docks. And welcome to Malaysia was the cry of people smugglers, taking close to 60 stateless people in a boat with the promise of work. Only trouble was that the smugglers feared being caught following numerous clampdowns, so they dumped their clients on a small island instead. Thai authorities were notified of their presence, and the travellers were stunned to find out they were not in Malaysia at all. Meanwhile at home, and when a German tourist fell in love with a local girl online, he did actually meet her. In fact, he moved her into his condo and let her live there during COVID, when he was back in his own country. It gave her a home, and with his monthly allowance, well, she didn't have to work. Now, according to him, it turns out he was turned over. It seems she trashed the apartment, used it for encounters of the nocturnal type, and even took his beloved motorbike. He'd been in some kind of relationship with Far for 2 years, before coming back to find that Far was indeed far away. Now, with the police complaint registered and photos of his trashed condo, strewn with rubbish and wrappers and minus his personal valuables, she had promised to at least give him his Ducati bike back by the end of last month. That too hasn't happened, but he has inherited someone else's male underwear, which he found amongst the trash in his room. Speed cameras are in the process of being installed on the Sukhumvit Road, according to Banglamung Police, who, we're told, plan to set them up to reduce speeding on the main artery road. Last night, heavy storms saw high winds, and as a result, trash spread on many roads. Best to take extra care, as roads were, in many places this morning, left very slick. And the 3-day weekend saw another bonus for city businesses. Hotels reporting high booking rates, with prices of those rooms rising too, and traffic in the city at its old heavy level, seeing gridlock at times, as the nation celebrated the extra day, Friday, in honour of the birthday of Her Majesty the Queen of Thailand. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 30 degrees dropping down to 27, a good chance of rain at any time along with high winds and otherwise a humid day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.